Alright, Joe Leigh for SecondsOut. Savage Jan's joining me. How are you, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, all good. Obviously here today, as you can see behind us, Marshall versus Shields, Shields versus Marshall, it's billed as. Finally, it's been announced, September the 10th, 02. I've just seen the promo. It's a big fight, one of the biggest fights of women's boxing as well.
I think it is the biggest, and there's been some big ones, but this one is the one that has all the ingredients for me of, like a collision of worlds. It has significance as well. They've had amateur dust-ups, and there is a bit of needle there. We'll see it today in the press conference, but there is needle there, 100%. They don't love each other. It's a contrast of styles as well as a contrast of it reminds me of Mayweather Hatton. It really does. Just the brash American, outlandish, outspoken voice of Claressa Shields, and then you've got the kind of quieter but down to business Savannah Marshall, and I just can't wait to see it. I thought it might happen in Newcastle. It looked like we were trying to get it in Newcastle, if I'm honest, just because it would have been such a complete sellout and such an overwhelming Savannah Marshall crowd, but there was only so many concessions that Claressa Shields is going to make. She's like, I'm coming to the UK, I've got 3 of the belts, no way are we going to end up in Newcastle as well.
That's too funny. The undercard, it looks like it's going to be all women's as well.
How did you figure that out?
This interview's going out in a bit. We can see Hannah Rankin there, and we know she's going to fight Tassa Jonas. I work in boxing, and I've just spoken to someone who works with Michaela Meyer, and obviously she's going to be fighting Elisa Bumgar. Come on, man.
I can neither confirm nor deny. I was just what's
going on.
Wait. I couldn't work out where you got that from. But it's just if the rumors are true, it's a big statement from Sky. Really big, considering how young women's boxing is. To have an all-female card would be incredible. It would just be something to tick off the bucket list. It would never have been done before. For me, this is the biggest female fight ever, and probably the best night to even have a card like that.
If rumours are true.
If the rumours are true, of course, yeah.
Obviously, this is happening at the O2. AJ Usyk's happening in Saudi. What have you made of the whole broadcast situation? Obviously, he signed with DAZN, but it looks like, as of right now, we still don't know, but he could be fighting on Sky. It would be good to have him on Sky for this fight, although he's now officially kind of with DAZN.
It's too confusing for me, and it seems like there's too many moving parts. So for me, look, you always want AJ on Sky. He's a powerhouse. He's had his whole career on Sky. And for me, it would be amazing to have that fight on Sky. I'm interested in the fight more than anything. Look, when it's all said and done, yes, I'm with Boxer and with Sky, but I have a DAZN membership. Of course, I'm going to watch the fight regardless of where it is. But let's just fingers crossed we get it over at Sky. The proof's in the pudding. It's the biggest broadcaster, it's the biggest network. You're going to get the most eyes on you, guaranteed.
Yeah, I think the press is going to start in a sec, but just quickly, this fight is probably more exciting than the first just because of the trainer situation, etc.
I like the Robert Garcia move. I think Robert Garcia gets his fighters very aggressive, gets them good at what they do, minimizes and negates what their opponent does well. We know Usyk is just an incredible boxer. He's got cat-like reflexes. And sometimes when you're fighting somebody like that, you need to put the pressure on. And I would be surprised if that is not AJ's tactic going into this fight.
Thank you. I'll let you get on with the press.